Hey guys, so today we're going to be reviewing the Tai Lung skin for the Brawlhalla Kung Fu Panda crossover. We're going to be reviewing the skin itself, the lock-in animation, the weapons, the colors, and the signature animation. So let's get straight into it. First up, we have the skin itself. So I'm actually going to do the lock-in animation first, just because this is how it looks, and when we lock it in we can see the skin for itself. But the lock-in animation is sick. It's got him from the original prison and he just breaks out of it with pure strength. It's really sick. Now, it isn't exactly how it happens in the movie if you guys have seen it, but it's close enough for me to be happy. It looks really sick when he breaks out of it, and I think this is actually going to be a selling point for a couple people. So if we lock him in now, his eyes go white when he breaks out of it. He breaks the chain and just stands up, just cracks open the torso. Looks really sick. And here we can see the skin itself. So he's got his signature purple pants with these sort of belt. He's got the Gucci belt on, and he looks angry. So this is pretty much spot on. He's also got his little whisker mustache, which is dripping. Overall, this skin is really accurate, and I really do like it. Next up, we have his weapons. Now, the first one is his scythe, which is called Cheese Stopper. I'm not a big fan of this scythe. Now, I already have a couple scythe skins, ones that are definitely better than this, so I don't think I'll be using this a heap. The one thing I will point out though is that because it's silver at the top, I feel like this will go really well with some certain colors. Just like if you change the color, I feel like the color of the top will change as well with it, so that'll work with some really nice colors. But apart from that, the scythe seems kind of boring. I don't know whether this is related to the movie specifically. I can't remember seeing this in the movie. The back kind of looks like an axe, which he might have used or fought against when he was breaking out of the prison, because they all had a bunch of weapons of rhinos there. But apart from that, I'm not quite sure about it. So if you guys do know where this scythe is from in the cinematic universe of Kung Fu Panda, let me know. We also have the gauntlets. Here we have the Chogom cuffs. Now, sorry if I say that wrong. The name makes me feel like it's got some relevance to the actual movies. I can't remember seeing these. I feel like they're from when he was locked up and his arms were chained, but it could just be from him fighting. I do think I remember him having sort of wrist cuffs like that at some point. Maybe it was after he broke out, I'm not quite sure, but they do look pretty cool apart from being kind of basic. Now let's get into some colors. So it'll be a bit difficult to see how they look because he's in the turtle shell, but you can see I feel like his pants kind of make it a bit whack. Actually, green isn't too bad, but his pants might mess up a couple. Actually, no, they actually look good in most of them. The red one is interesting. Let's just see his eyes. Yeah, the red is actually kind of cool. So the red for both Tigress and Tai Lung looks good. In the white, he also looks good. In black, he also looks good. He also has the red eyes though. As I mentioned before, he looks angry as hell. He looks like he's about to 3-stock you for a couple games in a row. And now we'll move on to some of the more event themed one. This one makes him look like a snow leopard, which is what he actually is in character. The white just sort of accentuates it. And then we have the Skyforge. This one looks really sick. Because the blue spots, I think it's going to work really well with his SIGs, and I'll show you that later. We also have Goldforge where his gold spots. I thought that'd look bad, but it kind of looks good, so we'll see how that looks in games later. And Community Colors also has the blue spots, so I feel like anything that has blue with him, the blue is kind of a bit dodgy with the pants, but try and play colors that have blue and you'll see what I mean when we get to the SIGs. Now, we will be using the basic colors just because not everyone has black and stuff like that, and we're playing on Brawlhaven because the Spirit Realm map, it's a bit difficult to see the SIGs, and this just makes it a lot easier. So starting with his gauntlets, let's go with the neutral SIG. This is the one where he jumps up in the air, and here it is in slow motion. So you can see that's when I hold down. If I hit it quickly, just does a nice little jab. Basically, a bunch of ground breaks up from where he's standing and he pounces off it to deliver a blue glowy blow. And this looks really sick. And he has a nice little growl when he jumps forward as well. I really like this SIG. For his side SIG, we have the one where he just jumps off and dashes. Now there's a nice little bit of dirt and mist. Now there's a nice little bit of dirt and smoke that gets thrown up when he jumps, and he also has that blue sort of powerful I don't know what to call it, fire kind of attack. It looks really cool. He also has that nice little growl as he does it, which is really sick. Next up, we have his down SIG, which is where he grabs and throws. So this one's really sick. as it has a nice little, like, I don't know what to call it, but the animation for when he jumps back is actually different to Mordex, is what they said on stream. I haven't checked for myself, but that kind of like little jump back and play, it's new, so that's interesting. It's not crazy. You can say it's kind of repetitive, with the blue effect being on literally every single one, and that's pretty much the difference, but I kind of like it. The blue fire is actually really cool, so it'll look even cooler with some blue colors unlocked. So next up we have his scythe. If we do his neutral sig, he jumps up and has the nice blue slash. Doesn't look too bad, looks pretty cool. Here is it on hit. Here it is on hit on slow-mo. Pretty cool. And next up we have his down sig. This is the one where he dashes back and like grabs the person, hooks him, spins him the other way. Now this one's really cool. They compared it on stream to when like an anime character gets hit back and they like drag their hand in the ground to like slow them down. And that's exactly what he does, kind of with the dash back, and then does the grip and swirl forward. Here it is on hit. Pretty cool. I really like it. I need to stop throwing away all the weapons I'm trying to use. But yeah, once again, has like that blue wispy smoke and fire. Looks really cool. Has that nice little growl that he has. And yeah, I like it. And last but not least, we have his spear side sig. Now in this one, he gets a lantern on the end and he slashes it forward, which creates like this fire and land just scattering in front of him. Here's what it looks like quickly. You get the lantern for a second, and here's what it looks like held. Now the lantern where it's actually sitting is kind of a bit dodgy, but when you do it quickly, it looks really nice and fluent. We also get his roar, which is pretty cool. Overall, I really do like this skin. It is a bit basic, and that's the problem with all of these Kung Fu Panda ones, is that the SIGs, for the coloring, animation, all of that, it was pretty repetitive apart from the other ones, which had the Furious 5 to save them. But luckily for Tai Lung, he has his blue SIGs, which actually really do save him. Now, the other ones had yellow and orange, which are nice colors, but blue just works better in Brawlhalla. I'm going to be honest with you, it works really well with Skyforged, and it works well with the black characters. So I'm going to be giving this skin an S tier. So if you guys enjoyed this review, please leave a like below. If you're interested in watching my Poe or Tygrus reviews, they'll be linked in the description of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the Kung Fu Panda event. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time. See ya!